Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla TV. You can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new REV'IT Zircon Jacket, available at RevZilla.com. To my left, hi, this is Brian wearing the new Zircon Classic 4-pocket motorcycle touring coat. I won't call out the name. It is a European storied manufacturer that invented this style, and this is actually quite a nice execution on the 4-pocket touring design from REV'IT. The exterior is going to be more of a canvas or a coated waxed cotton, and then you have PowerShell twill in the impact areas, shoulder as well as elbow, finishing it off. Now, they're CE rated Knox armor, shoulders, elbows. You can upgrade the back. And this is the sand color, 3 colors available. There's a black, there's a dark green. We have HVB here in the sand of the new Zircon. Now, quick note on Fitment. He's 6 foot 195, 42-inch chest. He's wearing a size large. Notice it's a bit of a touring cut. You can see there's adjustability here with this removable belt along the front. Again, no surprises here. It's the alpha sizes from REV'IT. Use a size chart. You won't have any issue. And if you do, we ship for free over $39, and I'd love it if you subscribe to us on YouTube. Leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the new Zircon. Now, when we talk about seasonality for the Zircon, when I look at it and I think about the touring aspect and how it's going to be put to work, notice that it is a full hip length. It has a non-removable waterproof liner. So it's going to be Hydratex that floats, and that means 2 things. One, it means you're waterproof and you're breathable, so you're covered. The other thing that matches up with that is that there's a full sleeve removable thermal liner that is going to be baked in. So now we have that 3-season cold weather temperature rating. Fall, winter, spring, rain, sleet, snow, whatever Mother Nature's going to throw at you. I don't advise that you ride in the snow. But if we look at the jacket, it's going to keep you covered, keep you comfortable, keep you warm, and keep you dry. Now, when we talk about the non-removable floating waterproof liner, what it means is that you can't add ventilation to it. So this is where it falls short on being 4-season. And again, sub $400 with this style and this amount of protection, I really can't complain about it. I think there's a great amount of bang for the buck here, but you're not getting that ventilation factor. So if it starts to get hot, you're going to get warm. That's really up to you. That's why really for a more European climate, think Pacific Northwest, getting rained on a lot, for touring in a cooler times of the year, this is a great option here in the Zircon. Now, if you want something a little bit shorter, more city inspired, check out something like the Jackson. It plays in the same family. From there, let's dive into some of the nuances. So we look at it, we talked about the waxed coated cotton in your main construction areas. And again, you have the ability to re-wax it. And again, it has that great feel to the hand. You can tell it's waxed when you touch it. 4 classic pocket designs, and you do have 2 hidden hand warmer pockets that are fleece lined on each side. So Brian, stick your hand in there. You can put your hand in the side. There's your hand warmer pocket along both sides where you might expect them to be. Notice it's the matte style, the oxide buttons from REV'IT. You're going to see these come into play. They're spring loaded throughout. And the other nice part is as you start to work your way down, the buttons become rubberized. And these rubberized buttons aren't going to scratch your tank. So again, they're being very thoughtful. If I had really one gripe with this jacket, if I had one thing to pick at, is that REV'IT's usually very thoughtful about where your collar goes when you're not using it, where you're wearing it open, and there's nowhere to loop this back. So whether it be a little snap or a little loop, I would love to see them improve that over time. For now, it's just going to hang. If we look at it though, you have your main rain gutter along the front. You have this classic rectangular buckle that goes all the way across the front. Again, they haven't done this style in a while, but it really matches up. It plays off the same theme that you'd see down here at the belt. Now remember, when we talk about that belt, the belt is fully removable. I'm fiddling with your collar here. I'm going to take it off here in a second. There we go. The belt is fully removable. So if we open that up and let it hang, you're going to see that you could slide it all the way off. This is something that's a little bit more European. And again, it has that classic raincoat feel to it. It has that classic European 4-pocket design to it. But if you don't want to go with the belt, you don't have to stick with it. The other thing to talk about here in the construction in the front, you're going to see these bar tack stitches throughout, again, beefing up the strength. But you have that PowerShell twill, which again, looks like a heavier duty canvas, but it's not going to have, or they call it PowerShell Oxford rather. It has that heavy duty synthetic feel to it, but it has the look and it has the aesthetic of the canvas. Now, you can see the pre-curve down the arm. It's not a straight construction, which is nice. It's going to have a nice articulation to it. And then I will say this. The cuffs along the sleeve are non-zipper. They're just a basic gusset with a snap. So they're not the easiest cuffs in the world to use, but again, they're staying with that theme. They're being true to this classic 4-pocket design. Now, Hi-Vis Brian, turn a face away from me. Remember, we talked about Knox CE rated flex form armor in the shoulder, in the elbow, moving down to the forearm. You could see how that PowerShell Oxford comes into play and goes all the way down. Hi-Vis Brian raises his arm. You see a gusset along the back for range of motion. See where that belt comes into play. And notice how far his coverage goes down. Notice that this is beyond the hip. This is a great amount of coverage, and it actually sinks a little bit lower into the seat. Turn completely backwards for me there, HUB. If we look at the back, it's basic. You have some basic reflectivity across the top. That seat's going to go all the way down. See where the belt comes into play. Again, fully removable, and it's a nice, high, comfortable collar. Come to the front for me, but stop right there. The one element of branding that kind of lives here on the REV'IT Zircon is going to be almost this safari-style leather embossed logo. Again, very minimal. They're going more with the lifestyle piece here. Come back around to the front. And let's open it up. Now, as Hi-Vis Brian opens it, we already have that button down. You're going to notice Napoleon pocket on the inside, but hold on, before you go there, Hi-Vis Brian, note this loop back. That's that rain gutter. There's your waterproof breathability. Remember, baked into the outer shell. When you open it up, you're exposing that oxide style zipper that comes all the way down. And again, you do have that Napoleon pocket there as well. Now, opening it completely up for me from one of the sides. There's your thermal finish liner. It is a full sleeve liner. It is the heavy duty REV'IT wintertime liner. So again, you're getting the maximum thermal capability here, and it is fully removable. And when you pull it out, you're going to expose the inside. Notice it's mesh against your skin, and then that silvery coating behind it, that's going to be your Hydratex liner that's baked in that floats. That's your waterproof breathability. So if you're wearing this over top of a base layer t-shirt, you'll sweat. It'll be wicked away by the mesh, evaporated through that Hydratex liner, allowing it to breathe. The only other thing I might call out here is I would have loved to see them do a tricot type fleece liner at the collar. The collar is softer than your canvas on the outside, but I'm not going to say that it's as soft as some of those tricot liners we've seen from REV'IT. That's typically a nice finishing touch. Cinches along the bottom, pockets along the inside. Again, you're coming in sub $400 here with the Zircon, but it's got that classic 4-pocket, 3-season cold weather style with that waxed cotton approach. Remember, 3 colors. This is sand. There's dark green. There's also black. And the next step in your journey is to click right here, read other rider reviews of the REV'IT Zircon at RevZilla.com. You don't have to take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us on the YouTube or Hi-Vis Brian Gets It. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.